Hello folks, Neuvillette is an old dragon grandpa that can use Kamehameha. His role is an on-screen DPS, and most of his damage comes from the charge attack beam. Both his skill and burst helps his beam charge faster by dropping these water balls. His skill spawns 3 balls, and his burst spawns 6 balls. If you think these balls look familiar, you are right. They are the same ones the Hydro Traveler pops out. And yes, Neuvillette can absorb the balls from the Traveler too. Since his beam is so important, let's start with that. The damage scales off his max HP. All his damage scales off his HP actually. And while beaming, you can still move around pretty well. Your turning radius is also crazy. You can pretty much do 360 no-scopes all day. However, his interruption resistance is bad, but if you stay away from enemies, it shouldn't be much of an issue. That means his Constellation 1 is not as needed as people think it is. And if, only if, you are thinking of getting his C1, you should just get his signature weapon instead. The weapon is still a good stat stick for other characters even if you don't have Neuvillette. It has really high crit damage and the passive is not bad. So what synergizes with his beam? Nahida and Raiden Shogun skill both procs during the beam, so he's got the Archon's approval right off the bat. And luckily, Beidou's burst will also proc with the beam. And this is actually a really strong team for Neuvillette, and we can finally have Raiden and Beidou in the same team. Vicious Oz also shoots faster at C6 when the beam hits enemies too. But not everything is Gucci. King Cho and Yelan's bursts do not proc during the beam. It makes sense since the beam is a charge attack and not a normal attack. So how do we build Neuvillette to get the most damage? For artifacts, the best set is easily 4-piece Hunter. It boosts charge attack damage and gives him 36% crit rate. When he does his beam above 50% health, he loses HP, and when he absorbs the balls for the instant beam, he heals. That means we will always get the 4-piece benefit when using the beam. But that is a new set and most folks won't have good pieces yet, so the next best set is the 4-piece Heart of Death. If you don't have decent substats with that set, then you can mix any 2-piece from HP, Hydro damage, or charge attack damage sets. It's about just as strong as 4-piece Heart of Death, so take your pick. Do not bother with 4-piece Wanderer, the 2-piece combo will give you better substats anyway. For main stats, you want HP, Hydro, and crit. Going HP, Hydro HP is also acceptable, but slightly weaker. For substats, you want some ER to help with the ball generation. Around 120 to 130 is good enough with decent support. Next, we want crit and HP percent. Elemental Mastery is not that useful since Neuvillette will be the aura most of the time since the Hydro applies so fast. Now on to weapons. The best in slot is obviously his signature. More HP, charge attack damage, energy, and crit damage. Everything that he wants. Jadefall Splendor is a decent stat stick and part of the passive is helpful too. A lot of extra HP with some extra energy and damage. The best 4-star weapon is the Battle Pass Sacrificial Jade. However, most people don't have the Battle Pass weapons, especially the new ones, so a strong free-to-play option is the Ballad of the Boundless Blue. We are getting that in an event, so free Refinement 5 for everyone. And don't worry if you missed the event, the Prototype Amber, the 4-star craftable weapon, is just as strong. I'll quickly end the video with some team comps. Neuvillette fits in any team that wants a Hydro driver. Hyper Bloom is one of the best and simple teams available. There is also dedicated Electro Charge with 2 Hydro and 2 Electro units, or we can even go Vaporize with Xiangling. He does not fit in every team, but there is some variety. And that's my quick overview of Neuvillette. He does great damage and is fun to play, but not a game changer or a must pull. He's just different in playstyle. Thanks for watching, hope this video was helpful, and as always, have fun out there, traveler.